Hello and welcome back again to the third installment of my movie programs. In the search for the Waterloo program, I had bumped into the Lord of the Rings movie, the animated movie by Ralph Bakshi in the 70s. And lo and behold, I bumped into one of my favorite movies when I was a kid, TORA, TORA, TORA. This was a Japanese-American collaboration of December 7, 1941, the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor, a day that would live in infamy. So on December 7, 1941, the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor, and due to clerical errors, the declaration of war and the start of hostilities were delayed, which inevitably ended up being a Japanese sneak attack on Pearl Harbor, which then was the entry point of the U.S. into World War II, changing the course of history for the world. TORA, 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 like I said, was a Japanese and American collaboration on the attack. And Stephen had mentioned the fact that there was a movie program for Waterloo, which is one of my favorite movies in the Napoleonic period. And I saw this, and I said, oh my God, wow, that's pretty cool. So I picked this up on eBay as well. On that one there, I want to say, what did I pay for that? TORA, 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 I paid 24 pounds 89. So it's roughly about $50 for this program from England. And so I got that program, and then prior to knowing about this program, I had some movie stills of this is the TORA gang. And let's see, I bought these from... I got these from Historic Images, and the TORA gang, I ended up paying $9.99 for the TORA gang. And this is the Confederate Air Force. Why someone would write that on there, I don't know. But yeah, but I thought that was pretty good. This is from the movie TORA, 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 and this is a movie still showing the zeros and the Kates and the vowels, and that's a pretty neat picture. And then I have this movie still, 20th Century Fox presents TORA, TORA, a Richard Fleischer, Elmo Williams production, and Panavision. Soldiers dash from the line of fire, marauding Japanese heroes at Wheeler Field, U.S. Army Air Corps Base, 20th Century Fox, TORA, 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 the epic story of the Pearl Harbor attack, produced by Elmo Williams and was directed by Richard Fleischer and Robert Osborne, 727 Runland Ave. I thought that was a pretty neat. I love the P-40s. This is one of my favorite planes. So that's a pretty good still. And then there's this is actually a painting. Come on now. This is Battleship Row, the heart of the American fleet at Pearl Harbor as it was struck by Japanese planes at December 7, 1941, on location painting by artist Robert McCall during the filming of TORA, TORA, TORA. So he did these paintings for the movie to give them an idea of what the movie was going to look like. And Battleship Row was the heart of the U.S. fleet at Pearl Harbor. It was struck by Japanese planes in a surprise attack at daybreak. So in the morning of December 7th, that's Battleship Row. I believe it was like 8 o'clock in the morning. Here's another movie still. You see Japanese planes right there. The second assault on Battleship Row was filmed on location where it actually happened over the Ford Island Naval Base at Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. Dated June 16th, 1972. Pretty cool, huh? Here's another painting by Robert McCall. It's been cropped to fit something. Movies TORA, 32, I don't know what that means, Picas, P-I-C-A-S. And I don't know what this is, guys. Something drama. And dated October 12th, 1970. And that is another McCall painting. Look at the P40s. Pretty cool. We got vowels coming in. Wow, and some zeros. So that's pretty neat. So I have those. Those are pretty cool. And then let's look at this. This is pretty neat. Look at that. So this is the program, the movie program for TORA. I fear all we have done is to awaken a sleeping giant and fill him with a terrible resolve. Admiral Sirocco Yamamoto, upon being notified of the successful strike upon Pearl Harbor and that the attack took place 55 minutes before the Japanese ultimatum had been delivered in Washington. Sunday morning, December 7, 1941, Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. The battleship Nagato, flagship of Admiral Yamamoto, Commander-in-Chief of the Japanese Combined Fleet, and below takeoff, planes of the First Air Fleet of the Imperial Japanese Navy are launched at the dawn surprise attack. Look at that. Wow. This program's pretty cool. And I never knew about these programs were made until Stephen had mentioned it to me, and then it's like, wow. Battleship Row, Ford Island Naval Base takes the brunt of the attack. Two stories, two films. Left in a peaceful days before the attack, an American Marine on duty and Navy aircraft at Pearl Harbor. TORA, an Elmo Williams Richard Fleischer production, 20th Century Fox. Produced and released by 20th Century Fox Film Corporation. Get your cast, your production, got the American phase, filming. At a dawn briefing, the American pilots of the Fox Air Force who flew over Hawaii in the Second Battle of Pearl Harbor. That's interesting, huh? That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Japanese phase. Admiral Yamamoto boards the carrier Akagi in September of 1939 as he assumes command of Japanese Imperial Fleet. Dawn breaks over the full-scale replicas of the carrier Akagi and battleship Nagato, constructed in Ashia, Kyushu, along the beaches of the Habiki Sea. I hope I'm in. I butchered those Japanese names so bad. Oh, my Lord. Otto Lang, associate producer, Japanese episodes. Japanese co-director, Toshio Masuda. And Japanese co-director, Kenji Fukasaku. Conferring on script with actor and flyer. Pretty cool. I like that. Look at this. Look at this. A rogues gallery. How about that, huh? I think all the people of the world are brethren. Then why are the waves and the winds so unsettled today? Emperor Hirohito, addressing an imperial conference on September 6, 1941. This haiku poem is by his grandfather, Emperor Meiji. It's a 1970 20th Century Fox film. And that's it, guys. So that's it. Part 3 of my programs. So I hope you like that little trip down memory lane and the little treasures you find here and there. Pretty neat the way things turn out. I want to thank Stephen for showing me these little treasures out there. To everybody who's watching, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. It's cool to chase your dreams and, you know, your little things here and there. It makes life worth it. All right, guys, take care of yourselves. Be good to each other. It's a crazy world. It sure is, ain't it? But, hey, at least we have each other up there, right? So you take care of yourselves. It's always a pleasure. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for commenting. And thank you for being friends. You take care. God bless. And once again, I'll see you out there. And we'll see how this circus goes. Ciao. Be good to each other.